Most of the attention from this mission was on the B-2 pilots, but what we learned from our time here at Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri is that it took more than 4,000 people here at this base to make Operation Midnight Hammer a success.
That's operations folks, that's maintenance, that's medical, that's support, all working together in an orchestrated way to support this mission.
You got the order, and only so many people knew of the mission that was actually going to be carried out, the secrecy involved. What was that moment like here on the base?
I'll tell you, as we got ready to launch the jets, our airmen absolutely understood the urgency of the mission. So the details are very close hold, but our airmen, I'll tell you, across this flight line, if there's anything wrong with the jet, they were running from their vehicles out to the airplane to correct those issues.
And both of you have done over 30 hours flying this type of aircraft. What does that take to carry out, just the mental and physical strength you have to have?
And it's not just the consequential nature of the mission, but it's also the grueling physical nature, like you said, of a mission that goes over 30 hours. So our pilots prepare by getting their sleep cycles right, managing their nutrition, and then building a plan for the sortie itself. So for instance, you'll have one pilot take a nap, get ready for that next air refueling while the other pilot flies, that portion of the mission. Then really you just swap out like that for over 30 hours.
What was going through your minds as you were sending them out and waiting for that call that they're okay, that they're on their way back, that it was a success?
Well, that was stressful, just to know where they're at. It's a very secretive mission. We followed to some degree. Once we knew they were safe, we still knew that they had more air refuelings to get home, so it wasn't over at that point. So I don't know that the sense of relief was really there until they flew up initial and pitched over their families and everyone knew they were safe.
Yeah, I've been in the Air Force 22 years. The biggest moment in my career by far is when we knew the aircrew were safe. When we were tracking the timeline, we knew they were in friendly airspace. We thought they'd been successful with the mission. That's the biggest moment for me in my entire career.
And can you speak to that moment when they all returned here? What was that like to welcome them back?
Yeah, so we talked about the culture of secrecy that we have here. So the family members did not understand, what was going on with the mission until it was announced to the world. At that point, they started to gather over at the squadron and talk through what had happened. And we were able to bring them out on the flight line. So the jets, right behind you, flew up the runway, pitched out over initial, right over their family members who were out there waving and cheering as they came back. So it still gives me chills to think about that. There's a lot of family members, a lot of kids out there. They're never going to forget that their parents were a part of this.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.